Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Arlin. In today's video, I thought I would just give you guys the most real full day in my life that I could possibly give. I think I'm going to title it something like Full Day in the Life of an Entrepreneur, because I realize that's what I am at this point. I mean, yeah, I'm a YouTuber, but I am doing this full time. I would definitely consider myself an entrepreneur with all the e-com stuff I do, and I think you guys will see YouTube life, especially the life that I've chose, is definitely entrepreneurial based. And so I thought I would give you the full raw version of a day in my life. You guys will probably notice this video is incredibly long, and that is because I wanted to give you every single detail that I could possibly give you about the way I think about my day. So this is probably going to run more like a podcast. It's going to be a lot of explanation about every decision I make throughout my morning, throughout my day, and my night even. First thing you'll notice is that it is morning. I've just woken up. And if you can't tell, I actually have just woken up. I haven't done anything. I just got up and I got my camera and I look and feel kind of like shit. First thing I do when I wake up and I look and feel like this, I go up and I go immediate hydration. That's step number one. And what I've been rocking with these days is lemon water, okay? Now, it's way too early for me to explain the science behind this, but all I can really tell you guys is that you get a lemon and you cut a little piece of it. You get your water, which I've poured from last night already, and you just squeeze it, okay? When you sleep, your body loses a lot of water overnight, and so having water first thing is going to wake you up, because if you don't have water in your brain, you look, feel, and behave like a lesser human being. So water first thing in the morning, majorly essential. After water, I'm gonna do 8 to 10 push-ups. You guys can do whatever you want. 5 is probably fine. But now I'm just getting muscles activated and I'm getting a bit warm for what's about to go down, which is, you guys knew it was coming. Come on. It's the good old cold showers. There's a lot of different types of cold showers. There's the guys who are super hardo and hit you with a full-on 5-minute total immersion cold shower that you just would never touch. I don't do that. I could pretend to do it, but I just don't. I don't do that. My cold shower is maximum 30 seconds, maximum 30 seconds, depending on how I'm feeling. And you know what? Let's just go do it. I'll just explain light science of this in a sec, but really it looks like this. Easy enough, right? And as I hit that shower, my brain started working a little bit better, and I remembered a few things that I needed to explain to you guys. So the very first one is that let's get out of here. Do you guys hear that? No, it stopped. Okay. I forgot to explain what time it is and why I wake up at this time. It's currently around 8:17. I'll go grab my phone. It is 8:23 a.m. Why I wake up at this time? Well, my alarm is actually set for 9, but this is a little tip I got from one of my mentors. This is my true mentor. This guy's name is Brandon Bryant. He's an absolute stud baller. He's an influencer and he's a co-founder of this business called Arlin Capital. And Brandon and I talk once a month about life, business, stuff like that. He's been awesome, so shout out Brandon. Brandon gave me this tip about wake up time. He sets his alarm, I think, for around 9:30. He sets himself very loose barriers of like constraint, and they go with his natural body clock. So me, I've tended to always be sort of a night owl. I get some pretty good work done at night. When I wake up, I'm by no means an early bird. I prefer to sleep in a little bit. Now keep in mind, Brandon and I are both entrepreneurs, so we have the luxury of choosing our own schedule and when we want to wake up. So not everyone can do this, but I've found that for me, it is like just ideal that I can do it this way. Partly because one, I like to work at night, and two, because if I go out on a weekend and I go to bed at 2 a.m., throughout the week, I'm able to wake up at the same time I would wake up on like a Sunday, which is really nice for my body clock, as you can imagine. Now, the cold shower, a little bit of science behind it. Aubrey Marcus wrote a book called Own the Day, Own Your Life, and he has a lot of science and stuff and research that he's done to write that book. I myself, not a scientist, haven't done a crazy amount of research for pretty much anything in my morning routine, but I have studied a lot of other people who have. Aubrey Marcus said that taking cold showers increases what's called neoepinephrine, which is a really important chemical for your body that helps you. That's all I know, but that's why I do it, and the short explanation is that it wakes me up. Now, what we do is we look ourselves in the mirror and this is I don't know, this is some douchey Arlin type stuff that you guys, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I'm a little bit conceited and douchey, but I swear to God, I actually do this just because it helps. Like, it helps confidence. I mean, I'll flex, and I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna tell you everything that I actually do. Like, I'll flex, be like, I look good, I need to shave, that's definitely, and I'll just kind of evaluate my physical appearance because it's sort of important, but I usually give myself a boost of confidence by just telling myself, you know, I look great. But that's not weird or anything compared to what I'm about to show you on my phone. But before we get there, toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, and some of this stuff. Now, so I brush my teeth, I will floss, and then I'll use mouthwash. But the thing is, while I do these 3 things, I begin my little ritual of affirmations. Now, you might notice these are not your typical affirmations. My affirmations are written in the 3rd person. And you guys are probably also thinking, Arlin, how do you do affirmations and brush your teeth at the same time? Well, we have our little friend, I don't even know what his name is, but he's South African and he's pretty good at talking. He never messes up. And what I do is I have this whole list of affirmations, which I can talk about in a little bit, or I can make a whole video on. You guys comment below, you want to see? I take these affirmations, by the way, I have a lot of them, and they are definitely a very specific style of affirmations. I do select all, I go to speak.
Arlin is always engaged in doing something definite through a well-organized plan which is definite. Arlin has a major goal which he is always working, and many minor goals, all of which led toward his central scheme. The tone of Arlin's voice, the quickness of his step, the sparkle in his eyes, the quickness of his decisions clearly mark Arlin as a person who knows exactly what he wants and is determined to get it no matter how long it may take or what price he must pay. If you ask him questions, he will give you direct answers and never falls back on evasions or resorts to subterfuge. Arlin has a good memory. Arlin is known as a go-giver. You will find Arlin running the biggest business in town, living on the best street, driving the best automobile and making his presence felt wherever he happens to be. Arlin is an inspiration to all who come into contact with his mind. The major distinguishing feature of Arlin is that he has a mind of his own and uses it for all purposes. Arlin is increasingly healthy. Arlin is more and more enthusiastic and charismatic. Arlin does his own thinking on all occasions. Arlin has decided definitely what he wants from life and has a plan for attaining it and is willing to sacrifice anything if necessary.
As you guys can see, those affirmations are pretty strange. I'm going to actually floss and do mouthwash, and then I'll catch back with you in a second. So that stuff is done. Now what we do, as you can see, I have my shirt, my hat, and my shorts. This is what I did the night before. I did some preparation, and it is now time to get dressed and go to the gym. Don't worry, if you guys are looking to emulate my morning routine, you do not need a gym in your building to complete this, but it does help. And it's something that I looked at when I was looking to get this apartment that I'm in. I'm really happy about it because it is nice to have. I use Beats wireless 2s over here, and I will actually, around the time I'm getting dressed, my affirmations and stuff are kind of coming to an end. And by the way, every time I listen to an affirmation, I do what's called like a confirmation. So it'll say something like, Arlin is more and more enthusiastic and charismatic. So once it says something like that about me, I confirm to myself, oh yes, I am becoming more and more enthusiastic and charismatic because yesterday I did this in this situation. So I'll bring up a situation in my head that confirms that that affirmation is becoming true. Now, if you have like something related to money, you can think of just like seeds that you've planted that are going to inevitably make you more money. For example, I'm wearing one of my merch shirts, which is like part of the business that I run. I'm putting it in this video. So there's a confirmation right there. You guys are all gonna buy merch. Now I come over here and I have my patented, not really patented at all, I have my patented goal card. Now, those of you who've been following me for a while know I've been pretty true to this method for quite some time. And it is, I call it I'm not gonna show the card, but it is called the 8 a.m. slight shift method. And the way I like to think about it is having this and sticking to this. It is the #1 slight shift that you can make in your life to create infinite results. Following this little formula that I've created a course around, which you can check out in the link below, has done so much for me. I can't even begin to explain. I read it, it's a visualization, and it takes about 2 to 3 minutes. I just sit here, I look out my window, I read my card, I feel it, and then I just take the card and I put it right in my pocket. And every time I touch it, it's like a reminder, it sends a signal to my brain of like the things that are on that card. Not only do I begin to memorize it day by day, but I also touch it, I feel it, it brings up the visualization, and it helps me propel my reality. Anyway, that's my visualization technique. Right after that, I will go in and I will open up Audible. The first thing I'll do lately, I go through cycles of what I'm reading, but in the mornings, I tend to kind of jump around with books. And I think that's good because it's sort of like, I try to get something from like spirituality, business, social life, charisma, being better socially, something like fitness or nutrition related. So I don't always hit all of them every single morning, but if I do, it's always good because I feel well balanced. And I usually start off with some Eckhart Tolle. Right now I have A New Earth, which I've read a few times. I've read The Power of Now close to like probably 20, 25 times now, just because every time you listen to that book, you're more and more present and you just derive more and more value out of it. So yeah, I will crank my Eckhart Tolle, and as I do that,
I come over here and I've got my shoes set up from the night before. Just to show you what shoes I'm wearing. I got these Nike Metcons, which are just great for squats and everything like that. Definitely recommend. I also get a lot of questions about these. These are, I always forget what they're called. I'll try to link them in the description. But these are dope. I got these at the Nike on Newberry, and they are really a great shoe. So here I have my keys. I'll explain more about this whole area after I work out and show you guys what I do for that. But just get a little area to just put those, and then we go on with our day. Okay. So one of the luxuries to working for myself is being able to use the gym while no one else is there. This is our little apartment gym that we have, and you guys might be thinking, Arlen, how do you get a good workout in there? Well, don't worry, I'm gonna show you. One thing I forgot to mention is that throughout my whole morning routine, one of the biggest things I'm focusing on is my breath and making sure that I'm breathing deeply. One of the things we lack in our sleep is water, and the other one is really breathing properly with oxygen. And I could make a whole video about sleep, to be honest, but I'm not gonna talk about that right now. But I do know that when you wake up and during the day, learning to breathe properly and making sure that you do so is just going to make your morning, your day so much better, because your brain will be supplied with oxygen and you'll just be able to think better, be more productive, pretty much everything. So what do I do in the gym? I found a workout that I've been experimenting with that has been really amazing to get my day going. And it is a workout by Aubrey Marcus, who I've also referenced today. He has a book called Own Your Day, Own Your Life, which I definitely recommend checking out. But he has a workout using just one weight. And so that's why this gym is all I need, because it's one weight. And I'll show you what it is. A kettlebell workout. Now, kettlebells are awesome, and all I do, it takes about 15 minutes. I have an app on my phone called Seconds. The thing on my phone looks like that, and I pop that guy open. Again, while still listening to my audiobook, I have a whole list here of different workouts. This is simply a 15-minute workout that just gets my entire body going. It works the most important, like the 80-20 most important muscles and joints in my body to get me, number one, stronger, because working out in the morning is good for gaining muscle, and two, more mobile, just extremely healthy. This workout's going to really make you extremely healthy. I do it about 3 days a week. That's another thing that I can discuss a bit later once I'm out of the gym, but I do have different types of days with different workouts, and even 1 day a week I do absolutely nothing. So I'll get into this workout, show you a little bit of it, what it looks like. 8 sets of each exercise, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. So that's why my timer is 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and then 2 minutes of rest in between. The first one is the kettlebell swing. So I'm just gonna demonstrate the workout, so then I'm actually gonna do it, because I don't wanna like screw the workout. It's extremely tiring. First one is the kettlebell swing. You're gonna put the weight here, feet a little about shoulder width apart. You're going to bend at the knees and begin to swing the weight. And then what you'll see, your back will get almost vertical and your arms will go all the way up about parallel, okay? And you really focus, oh, look at this. That's my alarm. See, my alarm goes off 45 minutes after I actually wake up, just because it makes me feel better. Setting that late barrier for myself. I mean, why fight my natural body clock? As I was saying, you focus on that swing, okay? And you're at the top, your butt and your hips are pushing forward. You're flexing all the way through here, all the way through here. And then you bring it back right here, your back should be straight. You're just focusing on a hip hinge. Your hips should be back. You shouldn't be like squatting, coming low. That's the first movement. The second movement is going to be with, I actually have to go a bit lighter for this one because it's really hard. And this one is called the Kettlebell Thruster. This one is like a squat movement with almost like I guess a snatch or a clean. What you do is you stand here, feet shoulder width apart or so, go into a squat, and then you go all the way up and put the weight above your head there, okay? So it's just like that. And then you do all your sets for that. And then the very last one is going to be more upper body than anything. Take the weight, bring it up, and you're going to have it about at your chest and go all the way around your head once and then back. And you just keep going. So back and forth. Now, I'm gonna pause the camera, actually do the workout, and as you'll see, I will be completely gassed afterward. It counts me down. Lost the hat, and now we just hit 2 minutes of rest. Whew. As far as weight goes, if you guys do this workout, and I'm pretty sure both guys and girls can do it, it is really tough, but you will know what weight works for you. Guys, it's generally around 15 kilograms. It's like 30 or so pounds. You guys might be thinking, do I do real workouts? Because I do have like a free PDF that has a pretty extended muscle building workout, but yeah, I am a member at a gym and I do actually do weightlifting too. But this honestly is like, it's such a good workout. So we're at 20 seconds. I'm gonna actually rest now. Those are so difficult. A 2 minutes rest. I'm telling you, you guys are gonna shoot yourself if you do this workout. It's so, I don't care who you are, if you have the right weight with that, it's going to kick your ass. That's oh baby, oh wow. It is time for a shower. By the way, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. The other thing I wanted to say for you guys is, you might be looking at my room like, dude, you have nothing in there. And that's because I did recently move in. I moved in like 2 weeks ago, so I still don't have furniture, so it'll come. Don't worry, along with the bed frame. But yeah, now time to shower and get dressed. Just finished the shower. Couple things here. I do give myself a warm shower, and I do. So I use Old Spice Deep Scrub with sea minerals. This stuff just, I like the way it smells. And then I like this charcoal shampoo. Works nice with my hair, I don't know. I use it. I also don't shampoo or condition like that much because it dries out your hair. Then sometimes I will use some of this stuff. Just gives like a messy look. So ladies, if you're looking for something for your boyfriend to have, you know, messy type hair, just use a little bit of this. All right guys, so it's about that time that I show you my little morning, evening corner and my goodie basket up here. But you guys know we do a lot of preparation the day before. While I am going to show you how I make my smoothies, I do already have one that I made 2 days ago. But you know what? It doesn't really look that good. The other thing that I will say is that I was using vanilla almond milk, which actually adds a really good flavor to the smoothie. It tastes so good, and it's unsweetened too, so there's no sugar. I think I might have been having too much of it, so now I'm just gonna have a water-based one. See how it tastes, number one, and two, I mean, if I can get away from this, that'd be great, just cause, I don't know, milk of any kind is try to stay away from for the most part. 1 scoop of peanut butter. Taste test review of call it my 8 a.m. super smoothie. Tastes decent, not my best. Actually, now that I think of it, it's cinnamon, so I might give it a little bit better flavor. You guys might be thinking, Arlen, you're mixing a lot of flavors that don't mix. It's all going to the same place, it's all being digested in the same place. I'm not one for food combining, and I don't know if this breaks any of those rules, but cinnamon, just to see how that works. Shout out to whoever on Instagram told me to add cinnamon, and I know cinnamon's also healthy for you, so good looks. Now that I've got my smoothie completed, go over to my little meditation spot, which for now is simply just blankets in the corner. What I do for meditation, I think I do it slightly more minimalistically than most people out there. I use 0 apps. I set my timer for 20 minutes, and that is it. So I press start, I sit here, and I do nothing. I do nothing. I don't try to focus on anything. I mean, yeah, I'll observe my thoughts, I'll observe my breath, but for the most part, with my meditations, I literally sit here and just do nothing. I don't do any exercises, I don't do anything, really. If I'm focusing on anything, it's on not moving my body. I simply just sit and do nothing. And you'll be surprised, it's actually really difficult. But if you do this every day, it becomes a very good practice for not only self-control and having control over your body, it helps your brain to focus in on things. Like if you need to do a task later in the day, this style of meditation is gonna help you focus a lot more effectively. This also is just really nice. I'm extremely grateful to have this apartment and everything that I've shown you so far, but this view that I get to look out at is amazing. I don't really think about anything. I mean, I observe the thoughts and they pass, and that's it. I could make a whole video on meditation, but for now we're just gonna do it, so. Wow, okay. We really did that. 20 minutes of doing nothing, which a couple things occurred to me while I was doing that. And one is that my attention, I try to keep like some in my body and some outside, kind of at the center, keeping my attention balanced in between the two planes of existence, inner and outer. After my little meditation thing here, we use, this is my 8 a.m. journal on my store, which you can check out below. And it literally just has 180 blank pages. It's good, it's sturdy, and it has a cool design on it and directions for how to journal the way that I journal. It says, first thing, sit in silence for 10 to 30 minutes shortly after waking up. Record in this journal 5 things you're grateful for, 3 to 5 objectives for today, and then for 5 to 10 minutes, I will just write whatever comes to mind. Like, it doesn't have to make sense, but this is usually where if I have something on my mind, I get it out onto the page and it stops bothering me for the day. Alrighty, now we are ahead of schedule. This is one more thing I wanted to show you. It is a daily planner that I've been using from this this packet that I got from this course that I bought. So as you can see, the night before I kind of planned my day here. Grateful for you watching. New friend Brooke. Morning, or I guess it's a morning routine video, and my handwriting's shit right now. Podcast with Jackson. I have my current projects listed here. This is a really great planner, guys. Today's priorities and my full schedule for the rest of today. And of course we have the end of the day review. Yeah, that's it. So right now I'm gonna head over to the coffee shop, quick little walk, get some sunlight and a coffee, and we'll continue from there. Do a New Orleans with So right now we're my favorite coffee spot. This is where I will break out the laptop and get a bit of editing done or Shopify work. This is really where I think the entrepreneurial lifestyle kind of comes into play, because I'm really doing a lot of, I run my business, I improve it, I install apps, I'm an e-com nerd. It's really what I am. On top of course, editing video, which I thoroughly enjoy. And I love the filming part of it, so I'm gonna go in and just show you guys what my schedule looks like for myself. So I take my scheduling very seriously, because I found that, and I'm not religious or anything, but idleness is the devil's workshop. And what I mean by that is, if you give yourself free time, you're going to fill it with procrastination, laziness, unproductivity, nothing good. So what I've done is, even though I'm an entrepreneur, I have scheduled my whole weeks out. Like everything is scheduled. I do just use the calendar app, that's really all you need. I'll use my notes app, which is even more organized. And I can make a whole video on this too. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments. So as you can see, I have just two folders here. We have the 80 folder and the 20. The 80 is for stuff that's just like less important, that might be like notes that I've made from the past. And then the 20 folder is stuff that I use pretty much every single day. So I have like business notes, merch notes, a daily journal that I might want to just put thoughts in that I have during the day, a folder for video ideas and notes on those, and then in this main 20 folder I have like my mission and all that, affirmations, list for my apartment, planning tomorrow today, goals for the fall and winter 2019 in general, and then even my grocery list there. So pretty comprehensive, as you guys can see. And now I'm going to actually get to editing this video. I sneaky filmed part of it last night, but I might film some even more later. And if I think of anything else to tell you guys about, I'll do that. But for now, I think we're chilling.
Later, in the void.
You like it? Nikki's been working on an app for the last 2 years. Working on an app is like the douchiest sounding thing ever, but what he's building is actually really cool. I back it, and we've got like a little marketing mission, which is gonna involve just like a lot of really fun, cool people and like making skits out of it. So,
and a mini series of promoting the app to people in Boston.
If you guys remember Binky Gang, it's gonna be a little like Binky Gang, just with that type of energy. So we're gonna bring that. It's gonna be fun. And I guess the rest of tonight, we're gonna go out, hang out with Brooke. You guys might know her from her podcast, and Natty B. Switching it up a little bit, I'm on my way to pick up Jackson, bitch ass Jackson, and we are going to be recording our very, well, it's not our very first, but it's close to our first podcast. It's a new podcast for our new show, which we are calling Dilemmas. I guess that's a tentative name. We came up with that last night in like 5 minutes, but it's gonna be dope. We are very excited. And, yeah, we're gonna rock it. Right now, though, I'm going to play you your girlfriend's new favorite rapper, Rapta. We gon' need a shot
Later in the void.
And we've got bitch ass Jackson. Fuck, I shouldn't call you that anymore, should I?
Why not?
He goes, why not? Because he is a bitch ass Jackson.
See this? This is called a bitch's outfit.
Real world 9 to 5 Jackson here to record our first podcast. Not our first podcast.
No, not our first.
Not our first real.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other ones were real. But this is our first new season.
Are we going someplace? We feel like pressing.
Fuck!
Basically, what we're trying to do is we're gonna sit here and yap. We just want to talk about shit, and this is gonna be our space to do it. And if you guys want to watch us talk about it, that's cool. If you don't, go fuck yourself.
So I'll cap off today's vlog by just kind of reiterating the importance of toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, and floss. As I'm doing these things, I will play.
Arlin is always engaged in doing something definite through a well-organized plan which is definite. Arlin has a major goal which he is always working and many minor goals, all of which led toward his central scheme.
And then I will go place it here, plug my phone in for the next day, obviously turn it up, and then go into my bed. That is about it. That's pretty much it for my routine. I hope you guys were able to extract some sort of value out of this. And like I said, at this point, my head is on the pillow. Don't have a hat on. My head's on the pillow, and I am listening to my audio affirmations as I drift off into sleep. And I do it all again the next day. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Drop a comment if you would like to see more stuff like this. And